Hi everyone, how are you all today? I'm here to discuss with you about a very important topic related to pageantry for beginners especially, which is about pageant heels. From where can one get pageant heels and how do you walk in them? What are the tips and tricks to break into pageant heels and to walk well in them? So, pageant heels are of utmost importance because most of your weight eventually falls on your pageant heels or the footwear you wear. You need to be comfortable in them. If your footwear is not comfortable, it's not going to help. So, there are two, three places from where you can buy your pageant heels. And for pageant heels, what is required are stilettos. That is what, when you're walking on the ramp, you're supposed to wear. But there are certain things you need to know if you're a beginner and you've never worn pageant heels. What are you supposed to do and where are you supposed to get the pageant heels from? So basically, what you need to do is you need to first start with wearing maybe wedges, because automatically your foot comes in, takes that shape and gets comfortable in that shape, of a wedge heel. So once you're comfortable in your wedge heels and practice for a few days in your wedge heels, then you can shift to your platforms, because platforms also give you a good base and they help you make a shift from your wedges to your platform and then finally to your stiletto. So that's what is recommended by most of the ramp walk trainers, that you should first start wearing your wedges, break into them, get comfortable in them, and then shift to platform heels. And then from platform heels, eventually, break into your stilettos. That's why it is of utmost importance that you do not start practicing for your pageant ramp walk right at the end. I had this girl who would come to me and she was participating in Femina Miss India. And she said, "Ma'am, what do I do? There are only few days left and I need to send my videos across for Femina Miss India. What am I supposed to do?" And it was too late, because you at least need to start a few months in hand, especially for your ramp walk, because the muscle memory needs to develop. So it takes time. And especially if you've never worn high heels, it gets very difficult. So that's my advice to you. Start with your wedges, then make a shift to your platforms, and then finally your stilettos. Now, what you would ask me is, "Ma'am, from where can we get our stilettos, especially for pageantry or for modeling, a runway show or something?" So, there are two, three places from where you can order your heels. The first one is called Chinese Laundry. It's not available in India, but it is available on Amazon.com. You can order from there. Of course, importing charges will also be levied, so it falls a little expensive. Around 8-9,000 it comes for. But they do deliver to India if you have that requirement, and if you only specifically want Chinese laundry. Then the second place where you can get your pageant heels from is from a shoe designer. She's quite famous and well known. Her name is HIMALI DOSHI, and you can find her on Insta. I'll leave a link for you down below so that you can click on the link and reach her page and quickly order your heels if you want to. And she, according to me, a lot of pageants have bought her heels, and they all recommend her highly. Then there's another place where you can get your pageant heels from, and that is the Truthful Collection. That's also on Insta. I think they have their place in Okla, Delhi. So you can contact them. I'll still leave their link below as well for you to be comfortable and order your heels. So the first pair that you should order, according to me, is you should buy a nude pair of stilettos first, because nude is what can be used with everything and looks really nice. Also, because it's a color of your skin, it matches well with the color of your skin. So it makes your leg look even longer. It gives that illusion of a longer leg. So you should firstly buy your nude pair. Also make sure that for your pageant day, you do not slip into a new pair of stilettos. The shoe that you're comfortable with and you've practiced in throughout is what you should wear on your main finale day or your other semi-finale or main finale day, which is important. So And there's another place you can even look up for shoes at Steve Madden. And why am I recommending Stevie Madden? Because with Stevie Madden, the thing is, you would get to know your UK, US sizes. So know your sizes beforehand before making an order online, because the shoes need to fit you well, right? They need to have that grip for your foot. Then only is it worth it. So know your sizes well and then place the order. Also, there are certain things that you should know to strengthen your calf muscles before you break into your heels. The first thing you should know is a releve. So basically, I was with dance work for 7 years. The choreographer for dance works and the main director, the main owner is Ashley Lober. He's basically he teaches international dance form, and I was with them and I used to perform with them. And so for 6-7 years I had that practice of a releve and a plie. So that really helps, in my opinion, it really helps in strengthening your calf muscles. So to break into your heels and be comfortable, and so that your muscles stay stronger, you need to go in that releve position. So practice as much as you can. You can also stand on a step and then go up and down like this with your foot, just so that your calf muscles become stronger, and it will be easy for you to wear your heel, because it's a 6-inch heel. It will be very comfortable for you. Secondly, the main pageant heel already has a block in the front, so it's a 2-inch block. And so of course, if you balance that 2-inch with your heel, then the basic heel, if you think height, you think of that you have to adjust your foot to, is a 4-inch. So do not worry about it. I feel it's all about practice. The more you practice, the more you walk in those shoes every now and then. And initially, do not overstress your legs with those heels. First, like, wear it for like a few hours, or maybe for maybe half an hour you practice in it in the beginning. Then increase the time so that your foot gets accustomed to the heels. That's very, very important. And secondly, there are certain exercises you should do besides a releve and a plie, and that is, you can also buy ankle weights. Ankle weights also really help. You can buy a 0.25 kg ankle weight. I will even link that below from where you can purchase. What the ankle weight does is that when you start walking initially, because an extra little weight is added to the ankle, so it helps again further strengthen your calf muscle and your ankle, so that you can easily walk in the highest of heels and be comfortable at the same time. So always remember, and I think for Femina Miss India, you require at least 3-4 pairs of these stilettos. So the first one is a nude, then you require a silver, a gold and a black. And transparent is, I think, a choice. Transparent just looks very pretty when they are worn. But for a runaway, you cannot use the same heels, because a lot of designers don't appreciate the platform heel. You may require a 4-inch heel or a 5-inch heel without the platform. So if you're used to wearing stilettos, once you break into them and your foot is comfortable in your stiletto, with the stilettos with platform, eventually you can go to that flat stiletto without the platform around it. So it's all about practice, guys. The more you practice, the more comfortable you become in your heels. Also, when initially you start your ramp walk, don't start with your turns, a half turn and a full turn on the very first day. First, just learn the art of walking, placing one foot in front of the other. Just do a basic ramp walk to start with, because do not overburden yourself with and stress your feet too much. Also, if your feet tend to swell up and you get a lot of calf aches and stuff, what you can do is, before going to bed, either you can dip your feet in warm water with a little of the rock salt or the sea salt, and it will give a lot of relief to your feet. And at night, what you can do is, under your feet, place 2 pillows. So it will raise your legs like this and the pain will go. The second thing is, if you get a lot of shoe bites, what do you do with the shoe bites? So Dr. Scholl's has excellent, those silicone pads that you can add, and even silicone stickers that come of Dr. Scholl's. I don't know how available they are in India, but definitely out of the country you do get. So they're small stickers which can be placed on where you're getting a shoe bite, and it's caused because of abrasion. So it will help give you relief from that. And there's another trick you can use. It's a more reasonable trick, and a lot of pageants and ramp walk models use it. They apply Vaseline to the inner side so that the abrasion doesn't happen, you know, and eventually your foot becomes okay and comfortable. So, and you can also use, there's another thing that's just come to my mind. You can also use band-aids. If you're trying to walk in heels and you feel they're a little uncomfortable initially, you can bandage maybe the back side of your ankle or wherever you get a shoe bite. So the abrasion will not inflame it further. So it helps. You can do that. Also, when you talk about walking in heels, make sure you see your stride, which should be comfortable. Your stride should not be too long. Make sure you move at a comfortable pace, and make sure your strides are comfortable and smaller initially. And so when you're walking in heels, your heel comes first and then your toe. Do not walk the other way around, otherwise you can fall. So these are the points that you should keep in mind when you think about walking in pageant shoes. Also, I would like to tell you one more thing that is very, very important here is when you start walking in your heels, give yourself enough rest and breaks in between one walk to the other. And once you walk regularly and with daily practice, it will develop your muscle memory. So it's all about practice, guys. Do not worry. Don't think that how will I do it. It's not something that is unachievable. So take this advice. Use these ankle weights. Strengthen your calf muscles, and you'll be good to go. So this is, before I finally wrap my video, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up, and also share my video if you appreciate all that you learned about walking in pageant heels today. See you very soon, guys, and lots of love to you.